Hello everyone, welcome back to another league racing video. We got URFL round 4, I think. Yeah, round 4. And we're at the Jeddah Corniche circuit. It's, very tricky track, especially for league racing. Not much space. But just already set a time, bank lap being a 27.9. And I did go back out again. At the end, you got Frodo on pole. I'm just slightly behind with a 27.0. I'm by 9/10 on my lap. Absolutely huge. We got Monk behind, then it's our rival, Belingo, then his teammate Lakaka, and Chef Soup, failing to set a valid lap, unfortunately. He starts on the back. No weather. No weather changes, at least, anyway. Clear weather. And let's begin.
There's a Ferrari on
As we begin, championship rival Frodo, he's on a harder set of tyres. It's going to be really important we get a good launch here so we don't get held up by him. And as we do, we can see already past him before the braking zone. Just, really inside, leaving as much room as possible. So I'm already fully ahead on the exit after a slight snap of oversteer. And Monkey Republic, he's going to try and have a crack at Frodo, hopefully, on the softer tyres. It's a very good start. Very, very good. I was very prepared for this weekend. No doubt about it. I was ready to win. I wasn't sure what my pace would be like against Frodo, but we're already done with the first sector, and I've already pulled about a second of a gap to Frodo, as Monk's going to go for a move into the old DRS zone. And that's allowed me to gain 8/10 immediately, and they're still side by side coming up to this chicane here, and that's going to improve our gap to just about 2 seconds. So very good start for us. Can't complain whatsoever. And lap 3, that gap, it stayed very, very similar. But of course, Saudi Arabia, very tight, and a VSC comes out as I think a Red Bull lost the car and broke off his wing in the first sector. This VSC does get upgraded to a full safety car. Not sure why. I feel like that Ferrari or the Mercedes at the back stopped on track. I don't know. Looking at it, it does kind of feel like that. But yeah, we're not going to pit. I don't see the reason to. It's only lap 3. Pitting's not going to help us at all. Some drivers following the same idea. There was a driver on the softs that didn't pit. Strange enough, as a safety car comes in incredibly late. And I wasn't really sure how to do this. I've got both McLarens right behind me in Lakaka. Billingo boxing under safety car. I'm going to try and go for a late launch, a bit of oversteer. But that gap, immediately, Frodo was not expecting it. And we're just going to fly down the straight into turn 1. Is Soup going to go on the attack on his teammate? I don't think he is. Is Lakaka going to go for an attack on Soup? He's not either. Very clean run into sector 1. So just going to speed up a little bit. Lakaka out the session. He crashes, unfortunately. And now Soup's caught up to me at this point. So I'm just going to let him go. He's got DRS for the first straight. May as well let him go and not hold us up to Frodo at all. As we speed this up a little bit. Lap 9. Through the hairpin, on the exit of the hairpin, a virtual safety car comes out. It's the Red Bull once again breaking off his wing, I'd assume. This one, it does not get promoted to a full safety car, thankfully. However, coming down this last straight, safety car does come in, or VSC ending, and I get tapped from behind. And I break it. I tried to reset the track then before I remembered. Oh, not allowed to do that. So we're going to go from P2 and drop all the way down to P8 or P7. We're going to try and battle to stay in P7. As Panda will have the better exit, which is burning a little bit. I do have a DRS advantage over him. I think, actually, I'm not too sure. We are going to sneak down the inside, giving just enough space. Throne and Chef battling a little bit in front. I'm just going to get ahead of Panda. Try and recover. Throne really slow in the first sector, like incredibly slow in the first sector. It was really annoying to sit behind him for so long. I couldn't get him here because he'd burned down the straight. Like, he completely burned all of his battery down the straight. All the battery that he says being so slow in the first sector. We're going to go down the inside. down the main straight. Pit window open, game wants me to pit for hards. I think I was going to follow that just because of the safety cars, I did stay out for another lap or two. I'm just fast forwarding quite a bit. Chef, I know I'm on used mediums compared to his quite a bit newer hards, but I just didn't have the pace on him, unfortunately. I game in some parts and then make a mistake and lose again, but we're going to come into the pits at the end of lap 12 onto the hard tyres. Didn't speed, thankfully. But we're going to come out the last corner of lap 15. There's a yellow of the Ferrari in sector 2, and that's a full safety car as he crashes. We're going to peel into the pits. Wasn't a fan of the hards. Mediums are the best race tyre, so we're going to come in and get on the mediums. We're not going to lose a position. So it may as well. Lap 18 now, safety car in this lap. We go a little bit wide for the exit of the corner. Hopefully get some extra speed, making it, although pointless, because of how slow the lead car was going. But I really want to get past Frodo here, really do. But he is on the soft, so I'm expecting him to be quicker. Hopefully maybe using him to cut through the field and get up to the top 3 again. As they are battling through the first corner, you can see that Alfa Romeo of Chef. I'm not sure who else it was. It might have been Soup. Just battling through there. But Frodo, you can see how slow Throne is in the first sector. The gap that he's got to the car in front already, and the safety car's just come in. And we all gain a little bit of time here. Just, again, of how slow Throne is. Of course, that's going to slow Frodo down. Frodo does not want to sit behind any longer. They are both on the soft tyres, but Frodo's going to burn, and Throne's going defensive on the inside. Frodo goes down the outside. I follow through with Frodo, go around the outside as well, using his slipstream and a bit of battery just to get fully in front of Throne here. I thought Throne was having a look there. He wasn't, thankfully, because that most definitely would have been a crash. We'll just speed up the video here. A little bit more, save some seconds. Yellow flags once more. That's the Red Bull now finally DNFing, and that brings out our third safety car. Well, yeah, technically third safety car of the race, hopefully the last. Safety cars do always bring out more safety cars. Frodo does do something here. He cuts across the pit entry. Now, in URFL, there is a rule against that. You can't cut across that white line. Once you pass it, you can't go across it. So Frodo did actually get a penalty post-race. So I will show the final results post-penalties on screen in a moment. A little bit of battling here between Chef and Monk. Soup goes a little wide, so I'm just going to take the position. He has got a 3-second time penalty, and Chef does not. So I really need to try and get past Chef if I want to win this. Otherwise, well, I'm not going to win. And my Chef doesn't have a penalty. Monk does have a 3-second. Soup has a 3-second. My rival has a 6-second, which is quite mental. Especially since we've had quite a few laps in the safety car. About 9 laps, I think, when you add it all up. But Chef's going to go for a move down the inside into turn 1. Monk goes a little bit wide. No window open there for him, as Chef's car is just in front. He's going to slot behind. As now Belingo goes for a move on Soup as well.
Straight into the back of him. Whoopsie.
Here, Monk gets a really bad exit there, and I had to lift, which now puts me vulnerable to Belingo behind, he's just going to fly past me. I wasn't going to fight it. Too wide, well, not battery-wise, not fight anyway. Going to hold the inside, go a little bit later on the brakes as well, leaving enough space up against the outside wall, of course, but yeah, he's going to burn. No DRS yet, I think that enables this lap. Indeed it does, and he's just going to burn his battery and fly past. He does have a 6 seconds, so it really wasn't any concern of him passing me. He's not going to pull 6 seconds in the last 2 laps unless something catastrophic happens. But Chef now leads, following Monk and Belingo. So I'm P2 at the moment. I've got Frodo behind P3. Championship-wise, it's a good result for us. Certainly, you know, I beat Frodo and I will beat Belingo, my 2 championship rivals. Currently, Belingo is flashing on the battery, so I'm in a really good position here just to get past, and that will help me give it a shot. But Frodo, he sticks his front wing in a gap that really wasn't there. If I can get his POV up on screen, then I will. He sticks his wing in a gap that isn't there. I didn't know his wing was there, and kind of just follow my line, and we both spin round. He does retire from the session, crashing in sector 1, I believe, and across the line, we finish P5 on. But there is your order, your final order post Steward's report. Chef keeps his win. What a drive from him today. Soup slots behind in P2. His third podium of the season, I'd like to say. Throne, he gets his first podium of the season, finishing in P3. Then it's us. Then it's our championship rival, Timbash/Belingo. He finishes P5. So we gain 2 points on him. Monk finishes P6 after his penalties. He was fighting for a podium today, but just track limits, unfortunately, getting the better of him. When we come to the Drivers' Championship, we now extend our gap to Timbash/Belingo to now 11 points and Frodo 21. It's a very good result. Chef, he does gain quite a few fair points as well. Can't knock him out of the running either. Now at an 18-point gap after today. Soup, he's 22 points gap. He's still very close to his teammate and Chef. Throne closing in on the points quite a bit as well. But there we have it. If you have enjoyed today's video, I know it's been a little while, but if you have enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe as well if you'd like to see the remainder of the URFL season from my end. And I will see you in another video. Goodbye.